Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in, and thank you to the new subs too. I really appreciate it. Today I want to be doing something which a lot of people have covered, I suppose, but I want to show you that some of my favorite well, four of my favorite kind of animalistic shamanic decks that I use in my practice, and I absolutely adore them. I don't always like to use decks with people on, and I just feel like kind of more, you know, I don't know, a connection with the animal world and the rawness of it and everything. So I want to show you first of all the El Goliath Tarot. Incidentally as well, the decks that I'm showing today have been gifted me. And perhaps this is why they are extra special. So my first deck was gifted me by Danny from Astral Mermaid Art, the creator of the Ascension Tarot and Odin's Playbook. It was for my birthday last year, and also I had a copy from El Goliath himself as well. And yeah, it's just one of my most used treasured decks. And I know you've all seen this before, but I want to tell you the reason why I love it so much. It's because it's raw. The artwork is more than incredible. It's all done by hand by the creator, and it just works for me on a deep level, like no other deck has before. And so I use this in my personal practice. I don't use it for clients reading because it's such a special deck, but I use it for all sorts of things. I use it in spell work, I use it for my daily pulls, and I also use it for meditation as well. The deck is available directly from the creator, and it's also available from Amazon US as well. You do get a lovely guidebook with it as well, that explains all the cards and all the cards artworks in there as well. So I just wanted to tell you why I used it, as because I just get so much I don't know, I just feel as though like I really connect with all the animals and the energy of the animals as well. And yeah, it's a really special deck, and it always will be in my top three of my tarot collection. The second deck I have, I've just been recently gifted by a friend. I've wanted this deck forever. And this is the second edition of the deck, and I received it yesterday, and I've put it in this poll because I know that it's going to be one of my favourite ever all-time decks. And this is the second edition of the Brady Tarot. The guidebook, it's been written by Rachel Pollock, so you know that there's some good meaty stuff in here as well. So she explains the cards incredibly well in like kind of a non-divination way. So this is what I love about it. I actually did a card pull last night. I was playing with the deck, looking at the illustrations, and this is by Emmy Brady, and she actually did all the artwork herself for the deck as well. She created it, and she carved each image by hand, printed the carved blocks onto paper, and hand coloured those prints. And there you go, this is how the deck was born, and this is probably one of the most incredibly beautiful decks I've seen in a long time. You can tell that this has been done from a place of the heart as well, and I just love everything about it. The card stock, the quality, the illustrations, the colouring, and so yeah, this speaks volumes to me. So I think it's basically telling me that I do prefer animal decks rather than decks with humans on. I don't know, there's something about them. There's something about the rawness of the art, and the primal kind of artwork. And it reminds me of a place that we all once were, and also a deep connection to the earth as well, that I think a lot of us have sadly forgotten about, living in the modern world that we live in. And so like to read about the animals, which Rachel has wrote all about the animals in the guidebook as well, is totally phenomenal. And the stuff I found out last night that I didn't know, and it is incredibly lovely. So thank you to the person who sent me this deck. This will be treasured. On to my next one now. Right, okay, this is an oldie. I've had this, I have got the first edition. This is, I don't know what edition it is, second, third, I don't know. This is the World Unknown, which was one of my staple go-to decks for many, many years. Also, this is why I love Kim Cranzy's work, because it's raw, it's primal. There was nothing out there like it at the time. This was one of the first decks that actually wasn't, I think, wasn't a Rider Waite clone at the time. The guidebook is lovely as well. And it just gives some incredible readings. You know, I know a lot of people love it. I know a lot of people don't love it. I am one of the ones that absolutely adore it, and I always will. This has been with me for a long time now, and it's read for many, many people. I do have the first edition. I think it was an indie edition somewhere in a box. But like, I mean, this is lovely. This is the mass market. Everything about it, the card stock, the readability, for me, it just works perfectly. And most of these cards are upside down, so I obviously shuffled it and never put them back in order. So yeah, this is readily available everywhere. I think the newer version's got a remake of the Justice card. I'm sure it has. Yeah, this is the older one. I have got the one in the tin as well, which has got the remake of the Justice card. So yeah, this is the World Unknown. This has always been a firm favourite of mine, and it always will be. And the reason why I love this one as well is because of Kim Cranzy's artwork, the rawness, the colouring, the black and white illustrations, all done by pen. So yeah, this is another one where you can tell that the creator's heart and soul has gone into the whole deck. And the animals are incredibly beautiful, and all the natural theme running throughout the deck is incredible. So on to my next one now. I recently got sent this deck by a friend, Robin Vasey, and this is the Glow Oracle. And this is an Oracle deck, and it is like no other I have in my collection. This is incredibly cool. I love, love, love it, because Robin has used all the animals, and she says she started creating images of creatures most of us know and love the light up. Most of us know and love that light up all on their own through the magic of bioluminescence. So when I read this guidebook, I was completely blown away, and because there were so many animals in here which I recognised, but I didn't know they did what they did. So you've got bioluminescence, iridescence, and biofluorescence as well. And this is an indie deck. I think it was recently published by Kickstarter, it was, and Robin sent me a copy, and I love it. And there's all sorts of messages, there's information on the animal, tidbits of awesomeness, like the abalone lay 10,000 to 11 million eggs at a time, and also the conservation status as well, which I think is incredible. So the guidebook in itself, like, I devoured the guidebook in an evening, and I was like, wow, I didn't know that Scorpios could light up purple under UV light. And the animals in here, I didn't know that any of them could actually, like, you know, light up at all. So this is a lovely deck. It comes in this box, and it's edged in this metallic purple, which is super cool. It goes with the whole kind of like aesthetic of the deck, and the backs of the cards are there. So you've got what I like about it. What I do like about the Oracle decks, this one especially, you've got the keywords on the bottom. So you can actually, you know, use these as a jumping off point, get some more information from the guidebook. And Robin's put this light language in here as well, which, you know, you can use or you can't use. There's no specific meanings given for it. So if you see something in that card that kind of, like, you know, jumpstarts your intuition, well, you use it in your readings. There's no right or wrong way. But I just love the beauty of the cards. I love the vibrant colours. and it's a lovely, lovely animal deck. Yeah, and it reads incredibly well as well. And you've got things like the Flying Squirrel, Adventure Time to Play and Bravery, the Yellow Stingray, Find the Calm, Self-Restraint. And look at that, that is so adorable, honestly. It's just, oh, it's just cuteness overload. And so you've got like animals you recognise in here, some animals you may not recognise in here as well. Golden Sweepers, which show like, strength in numbers, you are not alone because it's a big shoal of fish. And, you can like kind of like look in the guidebook and to see what Robin's written in there as well. And this is one of my favourite Oracle decks that is totally usable, totally different, and adds something to your readings. I use it to either start off a reading or finish a reading, and sometimes I pull a daily card. So thanks, Robin. This is absolutely beautiful, and this is another one that shall be treasured. My last deck is the Animal Spirit by Kim Kranz as well. This comes with a guidebook. This is my second copy because I sold my first copy because before I started working with it properly, there wasn't any keywords on the card. I know that's like lazy and a cop-out. But sometimes you just want it, for convenience. You do just want, sometimes you can see the animal energies because like, the bat means something, whale, an elephant. And then sometimes you're thinking, oh, do I really need to carry that guidebook with me everywhere? It would have been kind of nice, I think, if there had been a keyword or something on the card. That would have, been better. And this is why I sold my first copy. Now, I recently acquired the second copy, and I've noticed that the card stock's changed. It's so thin now, and it's such a shame. It's still got obviously the same beautiful artwork on it, and the little added extras like the holographic foil on some of the cards. But the card stock's changed. It used to be the same as the Wild Unknown mass market version. Not as though like it's a massive deal breaker. I mean, it shuffles lovely and everything, but like, I mean, I don't know whether it was done to kind of like, it was more cheaper to print it on this cardstock. So if you do have the first edition, hold on to it, because like this is the second edition, and like, the cardstock is much thinner, but it doesn't, take off the beauty of the deck and the usability of it. I mean, you get a really, really meaty, hefty guidebook in here. And Kim tells you exactly how to work with the deck as well. And each animal on here is given its own page. And then you've got the when in balance, which is the upright, and then when out of balance, which is the reversal, and then to bring into balance as well. So you've got 3 messages, and obviously a little bit about the animal, and like, wolf, guardian of family and tribe, and activism and ritual. So this is a totally usable deck, but if you want to use it without the guidebook, you're going to have to do some research into the animal energies, so you can kind of memorize it. And that is the only downfall, as I said, that I've got with the deck. Other than that, it's absolutely gorgeous. I have got some other animal decks as well, some that I actually showcased. I think it was last week on the live with Levi on here. I'm not a huge collector of animal decks, but the ones I have got are worth keeping. I've also got the Spirit Song Tarot, which has always been a firm favourite as well. And yeah, and I've got some other tarot decks. I've got the Orion's Tarot, which I couldn't find this morning before I come on to do a review, and that is another incredible, lovely animal deck as well. So just a quick one today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. I'll be doing a live tomorrow with Levi on my YouTube channel. So hopefully I can see you guys there. And I hope you all have a lovely day, and sending you love, and I shall see you soon. Bye.